Hiya, welcome to Longland Studios. I'm your host Shane. I got permission from a client that I could showcase this little bit of work I'm doing at the moment. It is a Perry miniature Napoleonic Guard horse artillery with a howitzer, top with a short barrel. This is just being painted up in my grade 2 standard, which is blocking, wash and highlight. I'm just in the process of putting the wash, which is a burnt umber wash. The base is yet to be washed, dry brushed and picked out with flock. I've also just add highlights to the uniform and the faces. Very nice model. One thing I love about Perry miniatures is their beautiful posing. Very dynamic, very natural. This is the base that they supplied me with. It's actually, I love it. It's actually a piece of, if any of model makers out there will recognise this piece from Itali's old military container kit. No, the shipping containers. So it was actually from the end of one of those. It's very clever, actually. Good way to recycle an old piece of plastic they weren't using. So they allowed me just to put this up. So this is going to be like a launch vid. I'm going to continue on working on this and I'm going to show you the finished product. I'm also going to be doing reviews on various different products, Warlord Games, Perry Miniatures, stuff like that, just stuff I have lying in the stash, updates, painting tutorials, train making vids. I'm also moving another channel which is just my personal work on model making, and I have a feature called Musket Mondays. That's going to be moved over to this channel because it's more appropriate, which is basically, it's a series of videos based around Black Powder, the war game Black Powder, learning the rule system, whatnot. Also the basically doing a series of discussions regarding Napoleonic tactics, strategies, formations, and also like talking about different conflicts around the time from say 1600 or 1700 right up to the 1900s, just when Black Powder began to phase out. So I have episode 2 ready to go, which will be uploaded this Monday. I also, in episode 2, we have started the painting tutorial of a Perry miniature 28mm British Napoleonic line infantryman, which has been painted up as a Connaught Ranger from the Peninsula War during the Battle of Talavera or one of the major sieges. So that's been painted up in our grade 3 platinum or premium paint job, which is basically everything right down to weathering of equipment and uniforms and adding other kind of custom bits of work. So that's going to be done as a showcase. I'm also going to have a link to, I'm working with a web designer to set up a website, a proper website, which should be up in the next week or two. But in between I'll just give you the web link to just my email if you want to inquire about commissioning any work. My pricing isn't too expensive at all, it's quite accommodating, and custom work I can do, though my sculpting isn't all that good, but if you need train work as well, again I can provide that. So in the next series of videos we're going to be doing plenty of tutorials, plenty of historical debates of various battles. I'm also going to be doing some documentaries, plenty of product reviews, plenty of thoughts on the hobby and tools and paints and stuff that I think is handy to know. Also we'll be doing, with that series Musket Mondays, we'll also be discussing battle reports. I'll also start probably doing other game systems such as Bolt Action, Flames of War, and I'm thinking of getting into myself muskets and tomahawks, and which looks like a fabulous game. I'm really looking for that, and Saga. So there's going to be plenty of stuff coming up, plenty of tutorials, plenty of updates, little showcases like this, even though this is still a work in progress, and plenty of how-tos. And so in time this will be linked to the Longlands Studios website, but for now, this is going to be the setup for the next week or two. But again, the channel is up there. I'm going to be uploading. I will probably send some links to my stuff on Instagram or one of the model forums I'm on, so you just get an idea of the quality of work I can do if you're interested. And so all inquiries are always welcome. Prices are pretty reasonable, nothing too expensive, because I know times are tough for everyone, and I'll do my best to accommodate everyone. I do fantasy, I do Warhammer miniatures and Warhammer Fantasy. I'm also looking for the excuse to paint up some Malifaux or some Infinity. So again, any type of figure I'll do. Scales from 15mm up to 54mm. I do also do scale modelling, so if anyone has like a tank or something they want to build, I'd have to discuss it with you, because that would be a very long time build, and also that would be expensive for the level of work. To try and do something like a 35 scale tank. So I do those type of models. You have 35 scale display figures you'd like to paint up, just contact me and we'll work it out. So now these need a few more washes, especially just around the hats, a little bit over highlighted. But no, they're a beautiful model. I'm looking forward to get it done. I've just added a little bit of a small bit of soot to the gun barrel, which I drilled out. It's a bit rough, and I might go back in and file it a little bit, but I've shown pictures to the customer and they said they were happy with it, so as long as they're happy with it, that's the main thing. The gun was airbrushed and then highlighted with kind of like a bottle kind of green, and then washed. I've yet to add mud to the gun carriage. I have these are all my weathering items. So I have as you can see, I have a big collection of stuff accumulated over the years, so I can make very unique weathered items if the notion does take you. Because often I think that the weathering is probably something often overlooked and easily adds a lot of character and a lot of, it makes your model a little bit unique and stands out a bit, So I'm gonna keep working on the base. I need to do the highlighted work, pick out the reds again. It's a bit mute. The wash muted the reds slightly, so I'm gonna go back and pick them out and do some highlights to the faces and the hands and flesh areas, and some highlights to the ramrods and swab. So yeah, so thanks for looking. There'll be plenty more figures coming up. I'm going to be moving Muscle Monday episode 1 over here, and then episode 2 will be up on this coming Monday. I'll also be doing some tutorials, painting tutorials on the 28mm Napoleonic British infantryman, painted up in the colours of the Connaught Rangers, the 88th Regiment of Foot, an Irish regiment. I'll also be doing tutorials with French infantry from the time, British riflemen from the time, Warhammer Blood Angels, and Japanese infantrymen and British commandos from the Warlord Games series. We'll also be reviewing some rule sets that we have, and probably doing some battle reports. So it's going to be a good, interesting channel, and I hope you're all going to enjoy it. So I'm going to put a link to my web or my email if you want to inquire about getting some commission work done. So this should be done in the next couple of days. I just sent off some pictures. They were pretty happy with it, so I was waiting for some feedback. So I've also do some cavalry for them, some cuirassiers and some carbineers from Perry Miniature also. They're a big job, so I'll be probably doing some updates, and they allowed me to show you this work, just to give you an idea of my portfolio which was awful, very, very kind of them, so thank you very much, you know you were. And I'm going to log off now, and hopefully I'll be seeing you all very soon with the next set of updates, which I think I'll probably do either will be a continuation of Musket Mondays, which when you see this video I'm going through a hypothetical engagement between Russian and French line infantry on a small little demo board, just to give you a taste of how the game works. And I'll also be doing some bolt action demos and painting guides. So there'll be plenty of stuff coming up. The website will have a lot of content when it goes up, so there'll be something there for everyone, from tools right down to techniques, from historical articles to ballot reports, scenarios based on certain battles, and everything in between. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you all very soon. So keep safe and look after each other as always, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Long Lance out.